that time of year again. Thanksgiving is over. Christmas is fast approaching. Maybe you're wondering how you're going to cope with your narcissistic, toxic family for the rest of the year. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to cope with narcissistic family over the holiday season. If you like this video, find it useful, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, check the description for the free Inner Child Healing Workbook. My name's Mark. I'm a hypnotherapist that specialises in helping people that have grown up with narcissistic abuse to overcome childhood trauma. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to cope with narcissistic family members over the holiday season. So this time of year is particularly challenging for people that have narcissistic family. It's challenging for a number of reasons. The first reason is increased exposure time. You may find yourself spending more time around toxic family members. And the best thing to do is to avoid toxic people in general. But if you have toxic family members that the rest of your family want to spend time around and you want to spend time around the rest of your family, it can be very difficult to avoid those toxic people. This time of year presents higher emotional expectations, and family dynamics are going to be more on display. Everyone takes on a family role when they're children. When they grow up and become adults, they may think they've moved out of that family role, that they've left that old way of being behind, but they will often find themselves moving back into that role, those old family dynamics coming into play unconsciously when they're back around their family. Seeing people from your childhood may bring up memories of past trauma, and you're forced to be nice to these people. You don't want to cause a ruckus at the dinner table. You don't want to make a show in front of the rest of your family. So you're forced to try and get along with these kind of abusers, narcissistic and toxic individuals. So this time of year can be very difficult for people who've grown up with childhood dysfunction. What can you do about it? These are my practical steps that you can take to get through the holiday season. Tip number one is time management. Set clear arrival and departure times and stick to those times. Make your visits as short as you can. Make your exposure to these kind of toxic people, these kind of toxic family dynamics as short as possible. Arrange your own transportation. Don't go with someone else, even if it's someone that you trust, someone that you're close to, because then you'll be reliant on them to leave. Take your own transportation, make your own way there, and that way you'll be able to leave whenever you feel the need to. Make alternative plans for the rest of the day, so that way you have an excuse to go when you're planning to go. You have an excuse to say, no, I'm leaving now because I have arranged to do this with someone else. Prepare yourself emotionally. I always advise people to have a regular relaxation practice. The more you take time to relax, the easier it becomes to relax. And maybe do something that you find soothing, relaxing, grounding before the event, before you're going to find yourself exposed to those people in that toxic family situation. Maintain your boundaries. If it's somewhere further away, from where you normally live, book private accommodation, Airbnb or a hotel. Don't stay with family again, even if it's people that you trust, that you get on well with, because the toxic people can still be there. You don't have any control over that environment. You can't kick those toxic people out of that house. You're going to have to stay and put up with them. Use the grey rock method. Don't show any kind of emotional response to narcissistic people. These kind of people, they are looking to get an emotional reaction from you. They are looking to feel that they have some control over you. Don't allow them to have that. So don't get drawn in to deep conversation with them. Give them yes or no answers. Don't tell them anything they could use against you. Don't tell them any kind of personal info. You basically want to be like a rock. That's why it's called the grey rock method. If you do that, they can't get anything from you. They will get bored and maybe go and pick on someone else. Try to stick to neutral topics. Don't talk about religion or politics. If a conversation starts to shift into non-neutral territory, plan ways that you could redirect it back in a manner that you'd want it to go. Limit your alcohol consumption and limit your use of other substances if that's your thing. Try to take regular breaks from people that you may find triggering, people that you may find toxic. If you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed or attacked, narcissistically abused, take a break and use healthy coping strategies. Use healthy grounding techniques. This could be things like the 5-4-3-2-1 method, which involves noticing 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. Have breathing exercises that you can use. Box breathing, breathing in for the count of 5, holding your breath for the count of 5, breathing out for the count of 5, holding the space between breaths for the count of 5. If you are regular to my channel or my workshops, you've probably heard me talk about pressure points that you can use. One is the fleshy part on the side of the hand, just rubbing there. People find that very soothing. Next one is the 9 gamma point between the tendons of the little finger and the ring finger. Could be on either hand. Again, people find rubbing that point there to be very soothing. So communicate effectively. Again, don't be reactive. Practice validating what people are saying without agreeing with them. Saying things like, I see what you're saying there. I can see why you'd think that. So you're validating what they're saying. You're saying that you see what they're saying, but you're not agreeing with it. You're not saying, yeah, you're right, totally. Recognize when you're becoming triggered. Feel into your body. Notice what you're feeling in your body. Again, take regular breaks if you need to. Go and lock yourself in the bathroom. Practice the box breathing, the grounding techniques, the EFT, pressure point techniques I spoke about. Have a supportive person that you can be in text communication with throughout the event. Have a self-care routine planned. Maybe use support groups on Facebook and other apps. You can find lots of support groups. I have a group called Inner Child Healing, Breaking Free from CPTSD. You're welcome to post in there to get support from members, maybe make friends through the groups. Have a plan for after the visit. That could involve exercise, could involve journaling, meditation, listening to hypnosis, having a hypnotherapy session. Remember, you have a right to protect your peace. You have a right to defend yourself. You are worthy of respect and good, fair treatment. Be prepared to set boundaries. Be prepared to defend yourself if need be, and don't allow yourself to be pressured into spending time with people that you feel triggered by, people that have abused you in the past, people that continue to abuse you in the present. You have a right to say no, to walk away from those people, from those engagements. And if you have family members or other people that are trying to pressure you or emotionally blackmail you to attend these kind of events, knowing how you feel about them, you have a right to remove those people from your life as well. So a quick recap. Plan ahead, set firm boundaries, have a self-care plan, learn and practice some grounding techniques, have a regular relaxation practice, trust your instincts and maintain perspective. If you like this video, found it useful, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, check the description below for the Inner Child Healing Workbook. Merry Christmas, happy holidays.